that we just beat every single time we played them. Like, we beat every single time.
The Chicago Sky they've got no horses in the race right now. Angel Reese is still out with a back injury.
Yeah, Kelsey, you obviously had to play out of position tonight, kind of fill at that point. You had a season high 8 assists. Just how did you try?
And for the Fever, first of all, Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Ball. Aaliyah played 23 minutes in that game, had 15. Kelsey Mitchell had 26 points.
Angel Reese was watching from the sideline, but when the final buzzer sounded, she couldn't hold back. Indiana just beat Chicago for the 4th time this season, and they did it without Caitlin Clark on the floor.
To watch the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever game. Man, that Sky team is straight trash, homie.
How does a team missing its star overwhelm their rival so completely? The answer isn't just talent, it's habits, discipline, and one breakout performance you didn't see coming.
Throughout the course of it all, we stay resilient, and you guys get to see us at our best when we stay together and be resilient. So,
wait until you hear how Lexi Hull turned this game on its head. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 83% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. How do you beat a rival for the 4th time in a row without your superstar? That's the question everyone had when Indiana stepped on the floor without Caitlin Clark. No quick scoring bursts from deep, no flashy passes from the logo. Just a roster that looked like they'd been running the same plays in their sleep and knew exactly what button to press at the right moment.
That we just beat every single time we played them. Like, we beat every single time.
That 4 of these wins that the Fever have come against this horrible Sky team.
Chicago came in thinking this was their window. No Clark meant a softer perimeter attack, fewer clean looks, at least that was the plan. Instead, the Fever came out with patient ball movement, not forcing a thing, swinging the ball until the Sky's defense was leaning the wrong way. Kelsey Mitchell was at the heart of it, slowing things down when Chicago tried to rush, pushing pace when they got a mismatch, and finding wide-open teammates like Hull and Cunningham in stride.
Maybe since college, and so that was different. But I think it brings out the vulnerable side of me, the leadership in which I need to keep.
She showed up tonight, and she showed up big. 4 of 6 from three-point range, basically ended the game with 1-2.
Her 8 assists weren't just stats, they were the reason Chicago looked a step behind all night. By the 3rd quarter, you could see the shift. Mitchell controlled the clock like a veteran point guard, Aaliyah Boston bulldozed defenders with hard screens that created daylight, and Nyssa Howard owned the glass. Every rebound she pulled ended a Chicago possession before it could get dangerous.
4 boards, 3 assists, 15 points. Kelsey Mitchell had a nice game. I can't act like she didn't. 9 of 18.
It doesn't really matter. We beat them every single time. We beat them every single time.
On the other side, Chicago couldn't stretch the floor. Without Reese leading and attacking the rim, their spacing shrunk, and guards were forced into bad shots or late passes.
The Chicago Sky they've got no horses in the race right now. Angel Reese is still out with a back injury.
It didn't feel like a hot streak, it felt like a blueprint. Every possession had purpose. Every player knew the next move before the ball even got there. That's why this one wasn't random, it's the kind of approach that's going to make them even scarier when Clark is back feeding those same lanes.
Yeah, Kelsey, you obviously had to play out of position tonight, kind of fill at that point. You had a season high 8 assists. Just how did you try?
And right in the middle of it all was a player nobody circled on the scouting report, but who completely flipped the game's energy. 17 points. 4 threes. 3 steals. Lexie Hull wasn't just on the court against Chicago, she owned key moments of that game. All season, she's been more of a background presence in Indiana's offense, someone spacing the floor, making safe passes, and doing the little things that don't grab headlines.
And I think I believe in my team, so seeing my assists, go up is just because of these girls.
But on this night, she was the one dealing blows the Sky couldn't recover from. Nobody circled her name on the scouting report thinking she'd be the problem. Chicago's defense was tilted toward Mitchell and Boston, daring someone else to beat them.
Shout out to my girls tonight because I think it took everybody. Everyone played a piece, played a role, and I think that's how we got the dub.
26 points. And look, let me shout out Kelsey for the 8 assists tonight. Seriously good stuff.
Hull didn't force a single shot. She waited until she was in rhythm, moved into open space without calling attention to herself, and then let it fly when the defense sagged or over-rotated. 2 of her threes came with all the time in the world to square up because the closeout was late. And when defenders started overplaying that shot, she cut backdoor or took a hard dribble inside to collapse the defense.
They are the slump breakers. Like Lexie Hull has 17 points. Lexie Hull had 17 points.
Sophie Cunningham tonight. 5 of 10, 3 of 6 from three-point range, 3 boards, 2 assists.
Her defense was just as sharp. 3 steals don't happen by accident. She read passes before they left the passer's hands, jammed lanes, and got Chicago's guards second-guessing their dribble.
And for the Fever, first of all, Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah played 23 minutes in that game, had 15. Kelsey Mitchell had 26 points.
Unbelievably proud. I think this is the most resilient team I've ever been a part of, and I say that wholeheartedly.
A couple of those turnovers turned into quick points the other way, killing any momentum the Sky tried to build. Plus, her shooting pulled a defender out of the paint, which gave Boston more room to work one-on-one and opened clean driving lanes for Mitchell and Cunningham. The loudest moment came after her third three. The Fever bench jumped out of their seats, clapping and pointing as if they knew the lid had just slammed shut on Chicago's hopes.
They must have kind of win. They should have won this game. There's not a world where this game should ever be competitive.
You made Lexie Hull. And by the way, shout out Lexie Hull. Shout out Lexie Hull.
And it wasn't just the shooting. Hull kept the offense humming with smart baseline runs, quick touch passes, and perfect spacing that made everything easier. After the game, her coach pointed out those little reads as game changers. If this version of Hull sticks around, Indiana suddenly has more than just a dominant top tier. They've got dangerous firepower coming from anywhere on the floor. This wasn't a lucky break for Indiana. They showed they can win by sticking to a clear plan, trusting each other, and using every player on the roster the right way.
This is not a rivalry. They always kick our ass. This is basically what it is.
Every game, regardless, you're making shots, you're not. It feels really, really good to have your teammates behind you, and I definitely feel that every day. And
that's how you erase the so-called talent gap. Next time you watch them, look past the highlight plays.